from Brainier Learning Solutions Consultant, the one, the only, Tony Johns.
Thank you, Heather, and thank you, everyone, for the opportunity. I'm really excited today to share a few 7 key trends for learning technology that we've experienced at Brainier and some of the ways we've helped our clients really adapt to that. With that introduction done, let's jump into the trends. Trend number 1 is the ability to segment and also reach your different audiences. With organizations today, it's not like many years ago where an LMS was just for internal employees or maybe universities, but it's expanded. Organizations have many different groups of people that need to have learning, need to be trained, and without the ability to do the in-person training, it's essential to get these people on a central platform. And so that's where the term multi-tenancy really comes into play. Being able to have various groups access the same platform, but be able to personalize what they're experiencing based on who they are. So internal employees might log in and access certain training and see specific things. But then we're seeing more and more of our clients and others we speak with in the industry wanting external users, whether it's contractors, distributors, customers, volunteers, agents, brokers, things like that. So it's important to be able to centralize, have these people in one place, but also empower these leaders, learning leaders throughout the organization in these various groups so that they can do the things that they need to do. It's not just a top-down system like some of the old platforms. And then also we've seen a growing trend of e-commerce, providing value to customers through a learning platform, whether it's a product you offer and providing them training, or maybe content as a product. Maybe you're developing content and you want to sell that. So those are some key things that multi-tenancy really helps do. Again, segmenting the different audiences and empowering people. Our second trend is data automation. And in a sense, this is not a new trend. It's just one that continues to grow in importance. Gone are the days where somebody could go in and create users and update things, or even uploading spreadsheets to try to update data. It's important to have all your different systems in your organization connected. And that's one of the things that we've really put as a high priority at Brainier, is to allow multiple feeds of data from different systems. So maybe internal employees might be coming from a human capital management platform. External learners might be coming from a CRM or some other system. So really reducing administrative duties, also setting up rules so that people automatically are given access to the relevant training and have the learning experience that's specific to them. Our third trend is custom content creation. So there's obviously the basics of putting in documents and videos and having them on a platform. We've seen a little bit about that today, just a great tool related to that, but also being able to have training on the go. People are on the move today. People don't have a lot of time to sit at a computer. So on a phone, tablet, PC, having training that's adaptive, that is optimized for different devices, having courseware that might be built that might have a different version based on somebody's role or language, but also really engaging and elevating the learner experience, giving different options for that. And that's one of the things that we're excited about. We have some solutions that our clients have been able to utilize, including our content development tool called Chameleon. Our fourth trend is behavior change validation. So we all know watching a video might be one thing, taking a quick quiz might be another thing, just kind of make sure people are able at least to regurgitate some information, but how does this apply in the job? What are the results that are coming from the learning? And so being able to have tools where maybe an employee has to go through a checklist of different skills that they've learned, and maybe their manager is observing them as they're going through this checklist. Maybe they have to upload a video themselves to, so their manager to review. With COVID, more teams are remote. You can't be there in person. So maybe watching a video and giving some feedback to one of your employees. This is another big trend that we're seeing that is really helpful for organizations to increase engagement and performance for their people. Our fifth trend is an increased focus on engagement. So there's obviously gamification with content itself, but even within the LMS, being able to empower people, get them excited about training, creating leaderboards that help people be, have a friendly competition, creating badges for rewards and recognition. So really tying training to business objectives and making it fun, engaging. Also having tools to allow managers to connect with their people. If I had a question as I'm going through some sort of training, I could, in the LMS, Brainier, send a quick chat or maybe have a quick video chat, walk through this with a trainer. Tools like that are also gaining headway, just like the expansion of Zoom and all these other great tools. It's also to have that tied to learning. Our sixth trend is partner support when you need it. Waiting 24 hours or days to get a response to an email inquiry, that's not going to cut it in today's age. People need answers and they need them now. So that's one of the things that we've really emphasized at Brainier, is to offer support to our clients and all of their learners who are accessing the LMS. So they can call us. Learning leaders don't have to manage all these inquiries. We can take that on for them and help them focus on more strategic tasks and responsibilities. Also having consistent contacts. Many organizations, unfortunately, customers get handed from one person to the next, and you have to re-explain yourself for all these new people. One of the things we've really tried to help is with our clients is have a consistent contact throughout the partnership, somebody who knows their business. And one of our clients has actually shared this. This is a quote at the bottom, that they validated that our efforts to become a partner and not just a vendor are really showing some results. And our last trend is really the culmination of everything that we've been talking about so far. And that's really learning has to be personal. Every person that logs into a learning platform, they need to be able to see the things that are most relevant for them. They can't be clicking around and having to guess where they need to go. It needs to be right up front and center. So providing tools that make that easy for people to see what's important to them. But also you want it to feel like home. So being able to brand and skin a platform that matches with your organization. But also for your different groups, maybe if you have customers using the LMS, maybe they would want it branded or co-branded to align with their organization desired look and feel. Also being able to give different people throughout the organization power to manage their teams and not have to go to one administrator to do everything. Creating engaging learning experiences that are fun and interactive and not just a PowerPoint slide deck. Also being able to validate behavior change, that creating tools to really increase the connection when with COVID things, there's social distancing, but trying to really bridge that gap as much as possible with technology right within the learning platform. And then also a partner that knows the business. They know that you're a person and they know your business, not just a random person you get on the phone. And those are really things that we've been seeing at Brainier, and the things that really strive to live up to at Brainier. And so with that, I'll open it up for any questions, and after my session is done, we'll continue to interact through the chat. But you can also reach out to me directly or reach out to us through our website, brainier.com.
Awesome. Thanks, Tony. I know there have been a few questions here in the chat. Havovi is asking, how do you measure behavior change?
Yes, great question. We have a tool that's called the behavioral evaluation, which allows learning leaders and others in the organization to do exactly that, where you can have somebody go through some training and then they have to check in with their manager. The manager has to observe them doing this or watch that video like I demonstrated and give them a score and sign off. And then what we also see is the opportunity to schedule multiple similar check-ins throughout the year. So based on what the score is that somebody gets on a particular skill, that can all be reported on. And so therefore people can see those skills growing in their employees.
Yeah, for sure. Learning is personal. That was a big part of your presentation. So the whole process needs to be made personal, for sure. Awesome. Thanks, Tony.